What's up, weirdos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan, and I have another book review for you. I actually have fallen behind on my book reviews. I've been very busy with everything going on in life right now, and I am very excited to get back to this. I finished Supernova, I believe, in August, or maybe it was the end of September. I honestly don't know anymore. I don't even know what day it is today. But I finally finished Supernova, the last book in the trilogy of Renegades by Marissa Myers, and I am very excited to talk to you guys about it. So first, for my non-spoiler friends, this is the third installment in the book. It is the final. Everything gets wrapped up in this book, and all of our questions are answered. And also, there is a little epilogue at the end that kind of hints that maybe there might be more later. Currently, Marissa Meyer, as far as I know, is not going to write about it, but trust me, you are going to want it. You are going to die for it once you find out what it is. I was super excited, and I was blown away by the fact, and I knew that there was a reason that this character kept popping up. So I'm going to leave you with that. I think that is about all I can say without spoiling anything from this book. I don't think there's anything else I can say. I don't want to. So I'm going to leave that there. So for all of my non-spoiler friends, this is goodbye, and I will now start talking about some details from the book. So I will see you guys later. So for all of my friends who have read this book, honestly, it's been like 2 months, and I've read like 3 books since reading this book. I don't remember too many details from this book, but I will talk about the things that I do remember and that I loved. First was their very first encounter with the girl with the tentacles. I can't remember her name right now, and I don't have my bookmark. I left it in the book. She had really awesome abilities, and I am very upset for the way that she died. She did not deserve to die like that, and I really do wish that Adrian had been able to save her. That was not cool of Janessa and her team, and I knew that she was like that. And you know, there's always people like that, and people think, oh, because they're the good guys, they have to follow this rule, this code of ethics. But the thing is, they really don't. You know, they just give anybody power, anybody that has a cool power, they give them the authority to do whatever they want. And it really is, this book series has shown me a lot how similar it is to our current police force. You know, you hire these people, and you would just assume that all cops should be good, but the problem is that most of them, unfortunately, at least I want to say 50-50. We're just, for this scenario, we're talking 50-50. Half of them are bad. And it sucks that that is the case, but unfortunately, that is the case. And there are some jobs, you know, like police officers or renegades, you can't have any bad apples in the group. Like, it's like pilots. You can't just have pilots who are kind of questionable. Oh, most of our pilots are good and they get you to where they're going. But every once in a while, you get that one pilot that's just like, yeet! And just crashes the plane just because they want to. You can't have bad pilots, and you can't have bad cops. And in Renegades, you can't have bad renegades, because they ruin it for everybody, and then nobody trusts the renegades, and that really sucks. One other thing that I do remember was that Sketch created Phobia, and Phobia did kill Sketch's mother, and I'm like, oh my god, I knew this from the first book, and I said it in my first book review. I will link that down below. I did not know concretely from the beginning, but I had this gut feeling that somehow Phobia killed Adrian's mother. But I did not have any inclination that Sketch created Phobia as a child. But as things started to unravel in this book, I kind of did put 2 and 2 together, and I figured it out about halfway through the book that he did create Phobia, and that unfortunately it did kill his mother, and it is his fault that she's dead. And not that I'm blaming him, it could have happened to anybody. He had no idea, and it really sucks that it did happen to him. And I did absolutely love the finale of this book. Um, the ending battle was amazing. And, it's kind of like, you see so many stories and movies and things and TV shows, and you see them play out, and you're like, oh, okay, they're going to have a little fight, and then the good guys are going to win. That's great. Well, this one, it had you thinking that the ending was going to go one way. Everybody was fighting and battling until Max came and he started absorbing everybody's powers. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to end with Max taking everybody's powers. And then at some point he was saying that it was like too much for him. And I'm like, oh my God, is he going to die? Is he going to take all the powers so that there's no more powers like Nova originally wanted? And now he's gonna die because the power is gonna be too overwhelming. Like, what is gonna happen? Like, what is going on here? And then it actually turned out the way that it did, that Max released everybody's powers back to them, but he ended up somehow getting rid of his power. Not sure where that went. That question is kind of like left out there, like his power just disappeared and now he's a normal kid with no powers, and that's great for him because he is 10 years old and he deserves to have a happy childhood and a life that he can live normally like everybody else. But I'm not understanding where his power went, but that's okay. We'll let that one go. I did love that Nova and Adrian ended up together. I mean, we obviously knew the enemies to lovers trope, they were going to end up together. Like, it had to happen. It took a lot longer. I thought it was really cool how Janessa worked her way in through the book. I knew she was coming back after the whole library scene in the first book. Right here I said that Janessa comes back from the mirror walking when I meant Narcissa. My bad. I knew she wasn't going to make a threat like that and disappear into a mirror and never show up again. It was very important to her to come back, and she did come back, and she helped Nova get out of jail. That was cool. And the ending, oh my gosh, the epilogue blew my freaking mind. Freaking Maggie is sitting there like, oh, something, I don't remember what she was saying, but she was at the Renegades Festival looking at Nova and Adrian's like, oh, kissing, gross, and she's like, oh, well, Max is kind of cute. And I'm like, and at first I had no idea whose space we were in. I'm like, who is saying this? Who is calling an 11-year-old boy cute? And then who is also at the same time not liking Nova and Adrian? And then it dawned on me that we were in Maggie's perspective of things, and she was talking about how renegades are stupid and how the council was stupid because it was Captain Chromium who pronounced her dead as an infant. She was 11 months old, and she was found by some people. I can't remember who, just some random people. And she was taken in, and, she was found with a little squished bullet that should have killed her. And as it turns out, apparently, she is Nova's sister, and she has no idea. I'm like, what? I had to read that like 3 times. I'm like, are you kidding me? What? No way. I'm like, ooh, it makes sense. But I'm like, and I understand why Nova wouldn't see it. Why she wouldn't see that Magpie kind of maybe looks like her or looks like her parents, because all this time she's been thinking that she's dead. And Maggie, who's, God, I forget her real name already, Evie, her real name is Evie, she has no idea that she is Evie. She has no idea that Nova's her sister, and Nova and Evie Maggie don't get along, and I'm like, how are they ever going to figure out that they're sisters and fix their relationship and just be together and, finally, just have some family? Because, Ace betrayed Nova by having her parents killed and that huge revelation. So Nova's got nobody. She's got Adrian and his dad's, and she's got her friends in the Renegades, but I don't know. I'm really hoping that Marissa Myers does finish this up, or even if it's like a little short story or just like a little 1-page or paragraph thing. I don't care. Just something. I need to know. I need answers. I don't really have much else to say. I have no idea. I just really hope this gets the ending that it deserves, or at least gets a continuation later on. I know Marissa Myers is working on a bunch of other stuff, but I need to know. I have questions and I need answers. So I think that's going to really conclude my review for Supernova. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I hope that you guys find my reviews helpful and or interesting, and you find yourself reading books that you wouldn't normally read. That is the goal with this. I want to introduce all kinds of books to people. I will be doing another book review for you soon, because I did finish another book that I would like to review. This book is 5 stars out of 5. Absolutely loved the entire series. If you're going to buy it all together and read them back to back, because honestly, the trilogy, honestly, it could have been one ginormous book. To me, in my opinion, it could have been one ginormous book. I feel like it was just one book just chopped into 3 and then sold separately. So I think it could have been one big book, but that's just me. Anyway, I hope that you guys give Renegades a chance and that you like it, and I would love to hear your opinions on it. Leave comments down below and let me know if there's any books that you want me to read or review for you. If you'd like to know my opinions on books, I have read quite a few books. I'm still working on getting to all of these books, so hopefully we will be talking about these ones shortly in the future. So I will let that be everything, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! Really quickly before I let you guys go, I do have available on my Etsy shop, it is Social Nightmares bookmarks for the entire Renegades trilogy. For Supernova, Arch Enemies, and Renegades, I have plain white ones that have the complete cast list on them. This one is 2x9, and if you are looking for something a little smaller, this is 2x6. It's front and back. It comes in just plain white, red and blue, or I can do a nice watercolor for you. So those are all available on my Etsy shop currently, so go check it out. I will link my Etsy shop down below for you. If you're interested, I also have other bookmarks that are already up on my website, and I am looking at making new bookmarks for other series that I have that have cast lists, and those will be available within the next 2 months. I am working on perfecting those and making sure that they are great for you guys. I do not want to compromise quality just to get things out to you quickly. So if this interests you, please go check out my Etsy shop and place your orders. I cannot wait to share these with you guys.